Hello, my name is Elkane Chase, and my presentation is on the movement of climate change in government. Okay, so if I came up to you on the street and asked you, how much do you care about the alien invasion that's coming to destroy Earth? You'd probably say that you don't care, or maybe that aliens don't exist. Fair enough. Now what if I told you that this invasion was confirmed by 97% of scientists, a majority of the population, and is coming whether you like it or not? This is the fossil fuel invasion. This is what I think climate change is to a lot of the population and the government. Some people treat climate change like an alien invasion, a hoax, like it's made up. The difference, of course, is that aliens are a hypothetical possibility. Climate change is having an actual negative effect on us right now. Flood, droughts, islands being swallowed by the sea, pollution, these are actual images of actual calamity that have already happened. The climate is causing strange events like these that we cannot foresee and that we cannot fix easily. So how do we fix it? My first answer would be the government. With all its influence, government has started something called the Paris Climate Agreement. This is an agreement with the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change to deal with greenhouse gases to stop climate change. As of December 10th, 2016, 116 countries out of 197 have ratified the agreement. A feat this big is like no other, one of the biggest of its kind to be able to get this many countries to agree on a topic like climate change. It's extremely difficult. However, scientists are still worried that it's not enough. Heidi Cullen, the chief scientist at a nonprofit environmentalist organization, Climate Central, is quoted saying, "The easy part is over. Friday, in many ways, marks the beginning of the rubber hitting the ground. All of us will be resting on each other's shoulders." What Cullen means by this is even though the organizing of this agreement was extremely difficult, it will seem easy compared to the actual execution of the pledges that the parties made. Jen Schwartz writes in an article for the news outlet Popular Science that the agreement alone cannot solve the problem. Schwartz argues that the agreement is just that, an agreement. There is no framework for specifically how the parties will cut the carbon emission, just a hope to do it. Schwartz believes that the agreement is more of an initiation to legitimize the idea of cutting carbon emission rather than an actual movement. And to add even more to that downside, I will talk about one of the people that believe climate change is a hoax, President-elect Donald Trump. President-elect Trump has said multiple times in his campaign trail that if he won, he would pull out of the Paris Agreement. He would be able to do this as president, as well as increase the use of oil, coal, and traditional fuels. One might still be hopeful and think the carbon emissions should still go down enough to keep us safe if all the other parties keep their pledges, right? Wrong. America is second on the list of top carbon emitters, with 5,400 million metric tons. After that, it's Russia, with only 1,788 million. If America pulled out, not only is that a huge difference in our global goal, but it would give smaller countries much less motivation to keep up with their promises. Leaving the other political issues aside, if Trump at least supported this one, I would be happy. So the government is working on it, however it's not fast enough. What else can be done? It's up to us and others outside of government to help as well. One person, for example, is Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is a tech mogul and has created multiple organizations. The one you probably know him for is PayPal. While this doesn't give him any climate science credentials, what he does have is $2.4 billion. This gives him a lot of sway with his peers. He is successful and continues to work for good. And soon after the climate talks in Paris occurred, Thiel challenged his peers with a nuclear energy challenge. He gave this challenge to a number of politicians in Washington as well. Thiel believes that a truly carbon-free future includes the use of nuclear fuel and also the use of speech to convince our peers to also use their influence to spread the word and do what they can about climate change. Although none of us have $2 billion worth of influence, we all still have a voice that can be used for good to convince others to transition to a positive attitude about climate change. If you still think climate change is as much of a hoax as an alien invasion, I encourage you to reconsider and look at some more evidence. The environment really needs us right now, so I hope we can all help in our own way to push harder than ever before.